Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In the last part, we cleared out some hostile plant life in the Kilika Wood, and got to O'Halloran's favorite training spot here, just like they're talking about now, at the Kilika Temple. So let's just head on in there and see what we can do, I guess. We have to pray for victory, by the way. Don't forget it. Send in the clowns, is I guess. These guys, I swear.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Well, you're going to be the Luca goners, is what you're going to be. Because we're here to pray for victory.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again?
Aww.
Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Yeah, we've brought in our ringer.
Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
Get gone, goers. Oh, Waka. See you in the finals.
We'll beat them. We have to.
You know that team?
Putting people down. They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jecht was a kind and gentle man.
Sir Jecht was an
Not
asshole.
my Jecht. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
Oh, Titus, when will you just go ahead and be honest with yourselves? Yes, stuck up isn't the word. Could they have been the celebrities? No, the celebrities are right here. Yuna and her guardians. Like, I must say, I love the kind of troop of Yuna and her guardians. Just this whole kind of motley crew thing we have going on. Oh wait, there's like stuff in here as well. Who knew? There's like a door over here to the left. What have you guys got to say? May the Kilika Beasts win this year's tournament. I was watching this episode of Huang's World or whatever, Temple of Fire. The Cloister of Trials is engulfed in flames. Oh yeah, because the Cloisters of Trials are so dangerous all the time. I just want to see what's in here as well. Because like pretty much every person, even if they seem like insignificant. But I just want to run... Yeah, well, look at Whoopi Goldberg. All she did was play around and she became a nun. Oh, my advice, if you're a kid, don't take sweets from members of the cloth, if you ask me. But yeah, pretty much every character, even if they do seem a little insignificant, will have some little tidbit of information that's nice to hear. Even if it's not exactly the most earth-shattering thing, it's just fun to see anyway. But yeah, as I say, I love this like motley crew we have going on. It's just going to get better. We just like really have it's like
Please,
we're family or something.
Let Waka's prayers be heard.
Yeah, say your prayers, Rock Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Do you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and pray with him. As I say, just because I feel even if he doesn't like believe it, I think Titus would kind of he's like Titus doesn't go around intentionally trying to aggravate people in that kind of way. That's just not the kind of guy he is. He only ever does it unintentionally. That's right, and who might you be?
My name is Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
Donna. So, you're High Summoner Braska's daughter. That's quite a name to live up to. My.
Oh my.
And all these people are your guardians? My, what a rabble.
We may not look like much.
As I recall, Lord Braska had only 2 guardians.
Yeah, and look what happened to him.
Quality
Oh wait,
over quantity, my dear.
he was successful.
Whatever were you thinking? I have need of only 1 guardian. Right, Bartello?
Yeah, we all know what you use him for.
I only have as many guardians as there are people I can trust. I trust them all with my life.
You go, Yuna.
To have so many guardians is a joy and an honor. Even more so than being my father's daughter. Of course, I would never think of questioning your ways either.
Uh-huh.
So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
You do what you want, or tell her we're leaving.
Joe, what they're like, they almost look like that lady with the 6 boobs, or not the 6 boobs, that lady with the 4 boobs and that guy from The Shield in American Horror Story.
I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me?
Of course she does.
What's she smiling about?
I guess she's just happy to be here on this journey with all of us. So that's the thing, like, for Yuna, like, her guardians aren't really about, like, it's not just their day job or whatever. Well, it is just their day job, but for Yuna, it's like, all these people only want to see me succeed, and, like, she takes that really personally and takes that really seriously as well. Like, it's like, oh, these people, they're investing everything they have in my success, and that's something she's really appreciative of, I guess, is the way I want to word it. Whereas, like, for other summoners, that's not necessarily the case. It's just like, oh, well, I need to be successful.
Faith is below. Let's do it.
And if I want to be successful, then I'm going to need someone to guard me.
But first, the Cloister of Trials. Kamari, Waka, ready?
Oh, what about me?
Strength, everyone.
I want to go in the Cloister of Trials. It's like, you must be this tall to enter the Cloister of Trials.
No. Hey, what gives?
You're not a guardian yet.
Aw.
We'll be back as soon as we can, okay?
What am I supposed to do while you're there?
Oh, sure. Soon. Like tomorrow soon, I bet.
Yeah, last time you went into a Cloister of Trials, who had to come in and see what was going on in there? Me. Yours truly. We were in there for days. Now I can't even leave. Apparently. Wait a second, it's actually, like, not letting me go through the door. It's like not letting me do anything here. Oh, there it is. I just had to wait for it to, like, come back up.
Where's Yuna?
She's at home washing her tights. Where'd you think?
Then why are you here?
Hey, I'm not a guardian, so I'm not supposed to go in, right?
I'm just here to do the social media.
Not a guardian, you say?
Hey, wait!
Oh! Stop manhandling me.
Let me go!
Poor Titus.
Go! Hey! What's the big idea?
Yeah, Bartello, you can't just, like, go around picking up your twinky little guardian brethren and tossing them around the place.
This is bad. Really bad.
Oh yeah, because the Cloister Trials is so dangerous. Well, here we are in the Kilika Cloister of Trials that's apparently engulfed in flames. I must say, I do like how each of these Cloisters of Trials, they have their own... They kind of look the same but different. Like, if you look at this place, there's, like, similarities in the architecture and how it looks compared to, like, the Besaid Cloister of Trials.
And I'm sure no guardian.
Well, you're a guardian in spirit. You have the heart of a guardian.
Guess it's too late now.
Let's do this. Damn, damn, damn. But yeah, like even though, like, there are certain things that look, like, similar to the Besaid Cloister of Trials. Like, you can tell, like, they're cut from the same cloth, if you know what I mean. But just the general architecture and how it looks, there's something, like, really unique about each of them, and I really, really love that. So as, like, the priest guy said, and I guess that's another nice thing about going, like, and actually talking to... I guess that's another nice thing about actually going and talking to the various little NPCs around the place. Where am I supposed to put this now? Here I am, already the first Cloister of Trials, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna put this back here. Maybe I was supposed to interact with something else. I seriously cannot remember how to do any of these Cloister of Trials things. at all. Like, I'm probably missing like something. Like what I'm looking for is like some space in the wall or something. Hello? God, am I dumb? Oh, there it is. There's like one. It's like right there. Seriously. But I think that's like, at the end of the day, correct me if I'm wrong, and you probably will in the comments, but I think it's almost more fun. Like, there's a kind of like a sweet spot between like, there's a sweet spot between, yeah, he wasn't lying when he said this was like the temple engulfed in flames here. But there is a kind of like a sweet spot with these things between like preparation and lack of preparation. Like, you don't want to be so ill-prepared as to be completely incompetent. But at the same time, I'm just gonna put this in here, I think. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because that looks like it would burn, doesn't it? Oh, a glyph appeared. Well, that's kind of useful, I guess. But I guess what I'd really have to do is... Well, what's this? Maybe I have to put that in here. That's like a glyph sphere. No, don't push that. What do you want to push that for? It's like I always forget, like... I guess I did this the wrong way around is what I did. I always, like, get, when I think of, like, the Kilika Cloister of Trials, it's like I always think of... I always forget, like, this and the room before it. Like... I remember, like, the next room because I think that's, like, the most impressive looking place or whatever, and it's like when you think, oh, Kilika Cloister of Trials, it's like that's the one that I always think of. But yeah, I always forget these ones. As I say, I think, stop trying to push that thing, jeez. The glyph repels you? What do you mean the glyph repel? Oh, don't tell me I'm doing this completely backwards here. I'm gonna insert that here. No, stop trying to push the thing. Jesus, oh my god. It's like, can't you like insert two of these things? Oh god. Like, I'm pretty sure I have to put that glyph sphere into the other one. I'm just gonna put this back in here for the time being. As I say, I think there is like a certain sweet spot between how prepared you are and how like kind of real the kind of like how prepared you are and how kind of real the experience of it is, because I think like at the end of the day, okay, now will you let me through, stupid thing? Touch the glyph, thank you. And I guess it was a good thing I removed that Kilika sphere. Look, see, this is the room that I always think of. This room that's just like full of fire. I mean, like, how could this not be the one that you remember? Okay, so there's like, what happens if you step on this? I guess that's like to return something. Return to your something confined. Fiery. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put this in here, I guess. Don't ask me what I'm supposed to be doing here, because I have no idea. Guess what I could do is I could put the glyph sphere in here, couldn't I? As I was saying... Wait a second, where's like the little pedestal that I had the thing put in? That's like nowhere now. Jesus, okay. I think like cause to a certain extent I think it's like no fun to just watch someone who obviously knows every single thing to do, because like then it's kind of difficult to... Okay, there's the destruction sphere. Now I'm gonna have to try and remember where exactly to put that. I think like the destruction sphere goes like in here somewhere or something is where it goes. Because we're pretty much like at the end here now, but I need to remember where to put the destruction sphere. What's this here? There's nothing. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this Kilika sphere and put it in here and see what happens. And then I'm going to try and like push it over onto the thing. Because I mean, this pedestal has to be like here and movable for a reason, doesn't it? Like what I can always do is I can always end up like cutting out bits of the... Okay, so you didn't want to do anything but push it a while ago. There we go. It's like what I can always do is just like push out bits, like cut out parts of the Cloister of Trials if I really want to. Like, that's not that difficult. Okay, there we go. There's the dented beetle. I needed to melt down into the floor. See, there we go. I just needed to learn how to open up the way. I think that's what I'll probably do, because I prefer that than... I prefer to do that than to like just be like absolutely perfect when I'm doing the Cloister of Trials, because that's not really that fun to watch either. As I say, there's kind of like a nice kind of like there's a nice kind of like balance to be struck between knowing what you're doing and kind of allowing, like, making some sort of like allowing for some sort of error that viewers might enjoy. And I think like the key to that then is just knowing like when to edit out. Like, if you're watching back the video, if you're like watching back the video and you notice you're after saying like the same thing like several times and there's nothing different, like you're just wandering around the Cloister of Trials, like that's the time when you should be cutting, I guess. Especially like later on or whatever, I guess, when people have seen the Cloister of Trials already. And I don't know why I'm like vocalizing my strategy, even though... Okay, wait a second, where's like the recess? There we go. I don't know why I'm like vocalizing my strategy, even though I guess like these are the things that you have to think about when you are LPing or whatever. It's like what you cut, what you keep in. Say red armlet, that's basically just like armor for Kimahri. You could like survive without it, but it's just better to have, I guess. Okay, so now are you going to let me in? What do I have to do now? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, well here's the next challenge, I guess. I guess I have to take this and put it somewhere else. It's like I took all the fire out. What more do you want me to do? It's like I can't put this anywhere else because I'm after destroying the thing. Oh, there's like another sphere. I like keep like or like another recess. I keep like missing those ones that are on the doors. And then like you don't have to like go to all the trouble of putting that back somewhere or whatever. You can pretty much just like waltz through here after completing the cloister. And there we are. That's the Kilika Cloister of Trials, all done and including the treasure. I just remembered, actually, there's like a very good reason why you want to get the treasure in all of them. Okay. I'll get to that later, though.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa, whoa, wee, wah, woo.
It was Donna and that big musclehead man.
Yeah, he just picked me up with my Twinkie body and threw me around the place.
What consequences?
She could be excommunicated.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's gonna happen. It's like either they want her to do her pilgrimage or not.
The chamber beyond is a sacred place. Only summoners may enter.
What? Even Guardians can't go?
It's taboo.
Oh.
At least it's not taboo from Smash Brothers Brawl. That's another thing I'd like to do sometime.
So what's in there anyway?
I was just thinking about the other day, actually.
Faith, remember?
Yeah, but what is that?
Yeah, that thing, right.
I got too close to Sin's toxin, don't you
The
remember?
Faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin. Yevon took their souls, willingly given from their still living bodies.
Huh?
Now they live forever, trapped in statues. But when a summoner beckons, the souls of the faith emerge once again. That's what we call an Aeon.
All that in this room?
Yeah, now do you see why it's so important to show respect? This is pretty much like the
What's Yuna doing in there?
burial place of someone who martyred themselves for the sake of Yevon. But yeah, I was actually only thinking about that the other day. Who knows what he's thinking? You're supposed to be periscoping this, Kimahri. Is Periscope even still a thing? Like, there's so many of these, like, social media things that just come and go, and they're like...
Just wait.
And there's like, they're like big for a little while, like Meerkat, that was another one. Periscope, and they were kind of big for a while, and then they're just gone. As I was saying, I was kind of like remembering, yeah, she's just like still not happy It's like as if I needed another reason for her to get all up my grill. But yeah, I was thinking of like Brawl and the Subspace Emissary and how fun it would be to do like a little LP of that, because it wouldn't take that long. And it's actually quite fun, you know? Do you know, like I did like the Melee little
There was something
LP?
I didn't tell anyone else that day. That song we heard there, in the temple, I knew it from my childhood. It was proof that Spira and Xanarkin were connected. Somehow. At least to me it was. Maybe that's why, suddenly, I felt like I just wanted to go home. I tried to say something to tell them, but the words wouldn't come.
Of course they're connected. It's like, here he is, like, oh, they're somehow connected. It's like, of course they are, we just don't know how. It's like the fact that they are connected isn't like a revelation to you, or else no one would know about Xanarkand here, that it even existed. So yeah, we got Ifrit, another classic from days gone by in Final Fantasy land. But yeah, like I can totally understand what he's saying, like with like, oh, like all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, I just felt like I wanted to go home, because that's what homesickness is. It's not like a constant, it's like a kind of a sharp, like one little seemingly insignificant thing can just make you really feel, I want to be home right now and not here. And that's kind of more what it's like. It's not kind of like a dead constant pain, it's kind of a sharp kind of force that hits you all at once. Time for more Tidus's school days, it looks like. Teach us how to blitz. Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
I thought I had put my feelings for Xanarkin behind me.
It's like I miss Xanarkand. I miss my 800,000 Instagram followers.
But they were there, and they grew inside me bigger and bigger, till I was just about ready to burst.
And what have I got here? Nothing. Kimahri won't even periscope what I'm doing.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
To scream real loud?
Well then go ahead, do your like primal scream therapy. It's like sometimes that does help, like I think like vocalizing anything does help, like maybe not screaming, but just somehow like taking like the complicated mess that you have in your head out of your head and pushing it down somewhere. Like it does help, and I don't know why I'm like continuing here through the Kilika Wood. I guess I'll get back to Kilika at least. Like for some people, like for some people it's like about it helps to like write things down. For some people it helps to like just talk to other people about it. But yeah, as I say, for like some people it helps to like talk with someone else about it. And like it's just whatever way you need to like organize your thoughts or kind of like get them out there in a way that's more tangible. I think that's what it's all about, really. Anyway, I think that's enough for this part of Let's Play Final Fantasy X. I hope it didn't run like way over time, but anyway, in the next part we'll return to Kilika. And I guess we're going to have to see about getting to Luca at some stage. Make those goers goners, like I said. So, yeah, see you next time. Bye now. And I need more coffee, I've just realized.